Good afternoon. This is Bob from Trade Genius. It's the 1st of August, and I'm not going to do too many charts here. I just want to give people some perspective here. So Apple just reported, and they reported this phenomenal beat on the earnings, earnings guidance that they gave everybody. And that's typical what they do. They try to set an expectation that's low and then try to beat it. But I just want to give you guys some perspective. Apple earnings grew 7% from last year at this time to today. The stock has moved up 50%. And so people are just giddy about Apple. But that's not how the stock market valuations work. You cannot outgrow your earnings in terms of multiples for a very long period of time, and so this is by design to try to lift the indexes up, because Apple's the biggest stock in the index, and typically after Apple reports, it usually sinks back down. Right now the stock is trading. Give me 1 second here. The stock is trading only 2 points higher than its all-time high in June, and so there was a high expectation for the stock going into the earnings massage period that they did here, and so my expectation is that you'll see Apple stock come back down some before we go into the next quarter. You just can't keep growing at a rate that's 4 times your earnings. And especially in an environment where the entire index is up 30% year over year. So my expectation is that we'll start seeing the markets come off now. Everybody has reported, and so and the news was really mixed. Even though they beat their announcement, it was it's not impressive numbers. So it's just Apple. And so if you look at Apple here reported, and then we have here we go. So Google reported, and they fell off after their earnings pop. Microsoft reported their earnings, and they fell off after their pop. Facebook reported, they fell off after their pop. Amazon reported, they fell off. SPY is just kind of a, I'm not even trading anymore. This is the game that they play with it. Nvidia, they're going to report, they'll probably pop and they'll roll over too. The point here is that these stocks have been on just an incredible run, and they're outstripping any rational valuation metrics. And so, going into tomorrow, I went nearly all to cash. I only had one thing left in the swing trade, and so now I'm going to look to put in the shorts for the Nasdaq tomorrow, and also for IWM, and look to ride it down for the next 60 days, and see what kind of move we get, and then look for opportunities to get back into some more metals and miners, just pretty much in wheat and precious metals at this point. And taking a look there, and oil struggling, so oil puts are going to be I think are going to be fine, and I'm still comfortable. I think the Qs are going to roll over. Remember, bull markets don't die on bad news, they die on good news, so you just have to bear that in mind. And this is the season, these next 60 days. Now I'll tell you, if they keep the market up for these next 60 days, then head scratcher of all head scratchers. I think everything's been waiting on to see if they get this tax relief for the corporations. I really believe that's the only thing that's been levitating this market, so they can try to recalculate the values of these companies at a lower tax rate. But they can't even get healthcare done. I highly doubt they're going to get anything meaningful done on tax reform. So anyway, so that's kind of where we are right now. So that's what I'm going to look to do tomorrow. Time to do some swing trades short on the NASDAQ. I'm also going to take a look at the banking sector too. That's been holding up for some really weird reasons that I can't fathom why the banks are breaking out. You know, all their metrics are the same way. So it just gets to the point where they're all just pushing up way over their volume. This is all some artificial levitation. Look at FAS. This is way over 10% over its volume weighted average price. It's just being lifted, you know, by very, very, very little volume. So I'm looking for the financials and techs to roll over. I'm looking for oil to continue to roll over, and I'm looking for the only area of the market that I think is going to hold is going to be in the metal and miner space, and I'll rebuild there. So anyway, Bob from Trade Genius, I think we're holding the 50% off sale for one last day. There was a bunch of people that came in late, and we honored them. So if you want to sneak in today and still do it, we'll honor you too. And then we're just back to regular pricing, and then we're going to be adding some cool new features to our software and our training in August. So stay tuned. Thanks. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.